Greetings, soul beings and divine beings. It's Shelly Being, the Empowered Oracle. I'm back, guys, and I was being led to do a quick full moon collective reading for all signs. So right now, today, which is Thursday here in the United States, October 17th, it is the first day of the full moon. It's another super moon. This is like the third out of four super moons this year. And I believe it's also a full moon in Aries. So, I don't typically do full moon readings. Every now and then I do, and every now and then I do a new moon reading. But for this particular full moon, I was being led to give a quick message to the collective, because, as I've said in my recent videos for mid-month October readings for zodiac signs, we are in some very interesting, intense energies these days. I feel the energies are so strong that more often, there are probably more of the collective that are feeling like their energy is low, they're depleted, or they're feeling a little bit kind of maybe on the weak side in some sense. They're just feeling very drained. And you may feel like no matter what you're doing to get energy, it might not seem to be working. But hold on. Those energies are going to change, but this is a time where divine spirit and universe are encouraging us to really kind of just be still for a while, and allow yourself to just move into the energies. Let the energies move in. You move into the energies and just um, let them come through the way they need to, and just let it and just go with the flow. All right. So let me just check in on the current energy with the collective. Oh, real quick side story. So I had an epiphany yesterday. And that epiphany is, so yesterday I was like really chilling and just on my couch. I was actually about to take a nap. This was like late afternoon yesterday. And luckily I had on my clothes, but I was laid out on the couch, comfortable, about to take a nap, feeling really relaxed. And all of a sudden, the alarm went off in my building. So I currently live in an apartment building. I love the apartment building. I love my apartment the best. I mean, I just love my apartment. I just, this is probably one of the best apartments I've had in a long time. And I haven't lived in a lot of apartments, but I have lived in a couple of apartments in my lifetime. But this by far is like the coziest apartment I've ever had. And I love it. And I'm going to miss it when it's time to leave. However, so I heard the alarm go off, and I had my headphones on at the time as well, but I still heard the alarm, and I saw the little lights around my apartment going off, as well. So in all the time that I've been here, and I've actually been in this apartment now for exactly a month. Wow. Yeah. It was a month yesterday. Not a month. It was a year yesterday. So exactly a year yesterday made, no, exactly yesterday made a year that I've been at this apartment building. And sure enough, on my year anniversary of being here in this apartment, the alarm goes off. So that's the first time that I've been living here that the building alarm has gone off. But I say all that to say, the epiphany that I had when it happened it was a couple of things. Number one, you never know, of course, when an emergency is going to happen or when the fire alarm is going to happen. You're living in a building with so many different other people. You don't necessarily know how everybody else lives, how reckless they may live, and blah, 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 blah. But so the alarm, of course, can go off at any time. Luckily, like I said, I had my clothes on already. So all I had to do was put on my shoes, grab my coat, because it was also kind of chilly out. Where I live right now on the East Coast, it's like in the 50s. Well, it was in the 50s yesterday, but it's been like that for a while now. So we're definitely in fall season. So I grabbed my coat, put on my shoes, grabbed my phone, of course, grabbed my purse, um, and left out and went outside. So the fire people, the fire trucks came and, they went in the building and did what they had to do. So all of us are standing outside like we're supposed to and kind of just waiting for a sign where it's okay to go back into the building. The epiphany that I had though, well, number one, I realized too, not everybody left their apartment like they were supposed to. That's some shit. I'm like, okay, people keep messing around here and thinking, yeah, fortunately, it wasn't anything serious. But still, anytime you hear an alarm go off in the building or wherever you are supposed to exit that building immediately. Okay. But there were people still in the building. Um, I even was talking to a lady out when I was outside. I was even talking to a lady who was on her balcony asking me what was going on and asking me, should she come out? Should she come down? I was like, yeah, you should come down. Fuck. I mean, like, of course you should come down, lady. Come down. Come outside. And even the fireman told her that she should come out. So I guess she needed extra verification on whether or not she needed to leave the building. But that's a whole nother story. But the epiphany that I had when I came back in, once everything was cool, I came back in my apartment. I was like, damn, you know, I could have been in the middle of doing anything. And because you never know when the alarm is going to go off. So I could have been in the middle of taking a shower. I could have been in the middle of taking a bath. I could have been using the bathroom on the toilet. I mean, anything. I could have been laying around naked and I would have had to find clothes to put on. I mean, when you think about that kind of situation, it does make you think this is one of the things that you always need to be prepared for. So the epiphany that I had was, damn, I need to have a specific set of clothes set out permanently as long as I'm living in this building so I can grab, because it can happen in the middle of the night. What if it is, God forbid, in the middle of the night, like 1, 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and we're about to go into fall, winter time? It's going to be cold as shit outside. So you have to be prepared for certain things like that, for emergencies like that, where you're prepared to have your clothes out, the proper clothes out, because depending on the season. So as I said, we're going into fall and winter. So it's about to get cold out there. So I want to be prepared should this ever happen again. I already have a certain pair of clothes already laid out that I can easily get to, put them on real quick, and go outside and boom, boom, that's it. So like I said, also too, whether you could be in the middle of taking a shower or taking a bath or whatever, it's always good to have a pair of clothes out and ready for when you need to leave out of your apartment for emergency purposes or leave out of your building for emergency purposes, wherever you are. It kind of makes me think about the whole emergency um, packing or suitcase that women have when they're pregnant. They always had their clothes and they had their overnight bag already packed because they never know when, they're going to go into labor or when the water is going to break. So they already have their overnight bag packed. It's already packed. It's already prepared. So all they have to do is get up, put their clothes on, grab the bag, and go to the hospital. So I'm just putting that out there in case, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that had that late epiphany, but the entire time that I've been living here, I never thought about that until yesterday, until we had that emergency. It's just funny how much time goes by before you think about something which can be considered very basic rule of thumb in terms of emergency purposes. You'd be amazed how much people don't think about that kind of stuff when they're just dealing with everyday life, because life be lifing. And so a lot of times people may not even think about that. I know I surely didn't until it happened yesterday. Like I said, yesterday, luckily I had on clothes already, so I didn't have to try to fumble and run around and try to find something to put on. But I am definitely going to be prepared should it happen again in the near future, especially during this fall winter season where we're going to be forced to go outside, or we may be forced to go outside in the dead of winter, snow and all that kind of stuff. So I want to be properly prepared, and I'm hoping that that little side story helps somebody. But I felt like I needed to tell that side story because I was like, wow, this is interesting. And I never thought about this the entire time I've been living here. So now I know. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, what is the current energy for the collective during this full moon, the super moon, full moon in Aries? Aries energy. Aries is the cardinal sign along with Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. But Aries is that sign of ambition, drive, determination, sometimes impulsiveness, being rash, taking action in high energies. So, what is the current energy for the collective at this time, Divine Spirit, during this super moon, full moon energy? What is the current energy for what's the other energy for the collective at this time, Divine Spirit, during this super full moon? Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so we have the broken heart energy, which came out in the upright, and then we have patience that came in reverse. Now, did I just not say that we're in this full moon in Aries, and Aries also represents, being rash, taking action, determination, and being a bit impulsive? That would explain also why the patience card came in reverse. The energy is going to be where some of the collective, you guys, collective, or maybe even people around you may be very impatient with you, collective, or you, collective, may be very impatient with people around this time. You may be impatient with even divine source in the universe in terms of what it is you're trying to manifest, what it is you want to bring into fruition. You may be lacking in patience at this time. You may be very impatient, and you also possibly could be impulsive in terms of making decisions or taking action in certain things. But definitely there's an energy that this full moon is going to bring out for people that are going to be feeling this impatience and needing to just want things right now, yesterday, and blah, blah, blah. So that's the energy that the collective, I think, is going to be challenged with during this full moon energy. And it probably, you may have already been feeling this way, because a lot of times the full moon energy hits us a couple of days before and it lingers a couple of days after. Okay, so you guys may have already been feeling this energy. In terms of the broken heart, what I immediately got also with this energy for the collective is that because a full moon also is an energy where, first of all, we're already in the age of Aquarius, where things are going to be coming to the surface, and people and things are going to be revealed for who and what they are. Lies are going to be the light is going to be shed on a lot of lies. Things will be revealed. Okay. That wheel is going to be turning, and that energy, whatever energy people have sent out to other people and into the universe, that wheel is going around, and that energy is going to be making its turn back around. Okay. So it's like the pendulum has to go back and forth. Whatever's put out, that energy is going to come back around. So not only that, but the full moon talks about there's an energy of where there might be things that are going to be revealed this particular full moon that we're experiencing now that may make the collective sad, may make you sad, disappointed. There might be some betrayal involved in this, some type of level of heartbreak, whether it is regarding a romance, family, friends, career, something that's going to be coming to the surface and be revealed that actually needs to be revealed. It has to be real. It has a purpose. When these things are revealed, it's revealed for a reason. Okay. And it may not necessarily feel good at first, but do trust, do believe that whatever is supposed to be revealed and come to the surface during this time, or may have even already come to the surface for some of you guys, It is for your greatest and highest good, to grow from, to evolve from, and to it's for your betterment in some way, shape, or form, because these things, the universe, and the energy that we're shifting into is not going to allow for things that were built on faulty surface to be able to stand but for so long. So a lot of things that were built on shaky ground, deceitful ground, um, that was built on a bunch of, shit, fuckery, or whatever you want to call it. These things are not meant to stand the test of time. These things are not meant to stand for a long time. Whatever is built now from this point on those grounds, on deceit and any type of shady foundation, these foundations will be wiped clean and will be broken down almost instantly. Where before, we were in a time where these type of foundations were based on shaky ground, shady ground, deceitful grounds. All these things were based on deceit. These foundations were built on deceit, lies, and everything from a lower negative vibration. Back then, those foundations stood a long test of time. A lot of those foundations were around for a very, very long time. But now things are different. Anything that even attempts to be built, or anyone that attempts to even build something on based on lies, untruths, deceit, and everything else, is going to be knocked down completely. Okay? So just letting you guys know that is going to be the energy. Now, please tell me, Most High, Divine Mother, Father, Holy Spirit, Divine Universe, what is it that we have to look forward to when these shady foundations fall? What is it that we need to know once everything comes to a head and these foundations come apart and truths are revealed? What is the other? Now one more for the collective. All right. Okay, we have growth. We have growth in summer. We have growth at the bottom here. Okay, but we also have nurture, compassion. Okay, we have tactics and control. We have the Ace of Fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And as I said, this is the full moon in Aries, which is the fire sign. So it's definitely fire energy, Ace of Fire, which in traditional tarot, this would be like the Ace of Wands. Okay. Then we have, boom, karma, balance, justice. I couldn't make all this up if I wanted to, and I'm glad that I don't, because this is the real deal. I'm the real deal, and my spirit team and spirit guides and the Most High Divine Mother and Father have chosen me to channel these messages. Okay, so what we can expect to see, collective, is first of all, we are being asked as a collective to remember to still have compassion and empathy, not only for the things that you might see going on around you, to people around you, especially depending on what type of energy you've been putting out. If you've been putting out positive energy, and haven't been out here trying to block people and evil eye people and send black magic spell work and just and defame people's character and doing all that low vibrational stuff to people, then you're on the good end of the karmic wheel. Okay. But if you have been doing the opposite, I could be talking to you, collective, or someone, a cross watcher, somebody here. If you've been doing the opposite, then you can expect to get the karma and the balance and the justice has to play out for you guys. In any way that we send out energy, whether it's sending positive energy or negative energy, in the end, this is what's to be expected. Karma, balance, and justice. The scales have to be balanced. And I do agree. I think it's, karma doesn't exactly work the way people think it does. Like, for instance, the universe doesn't have any emotional stake in this. Okay. The universe just does what it does. They don't care who you are. They don't have it's no type of bias involved or anything like that. It just does what it does. It sends out the energy. It returns back the energy that we all send out, good, bad, or indifferent. But it also talks about how once these foundations have crumbled, once these false foundations have finally crumbled, the Ace of Fire talks about new beginnings, new passions, new starts, new rewards, new careers, new outlooks, new action, even in passion in terms of romance, new passionate connections. Okay. But what has to first happen is these false foundations have to come crumbling down. That's just how it is in order to build something new. And this can look in many different ways for us as a collective. It can be, as I said, in connections with people, which could be romantic, family, friendships, career, coworkers, or it can be um, in bigger ways like institutions. It could be governments. It could be governments. It could be schools. It can be organizations. It could be people that are definitely in the in higher positions and executive higher positions. You're going to see a lot of these things crumble, and it's going to bring a lot of heartbreak to people in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's heartbreak to you, collective, it may be a heartbreak to you only because there might be certain connections that you're going to have to be forced to turn your back on for your greatest and highest good. Or it could just be heartbreak that you're seeing other people go through because of what they're connected to or who they're connected to. To what or who they're connected to. I think I said that right. But either way, the energy is going to put a lot of folks in this temperament or energy of being very impatient, wanting things to change now, wanting things to wanting an answer right now. And there's going to be a lot of control tactics from people who are going to be getting hit hard with the karma and balance and justice energy. So be on the lookout for that as well. I feel like there are going to be people that are going to be scrambling, and possibly looking to you, collective, for shelter. Okay. I feel like there are a lot of people that are going to be scrambling and not knowing what to do because they were very much involved in sending out negative energy. They were very well involved in being at the root of creating false foundations. They were at the root of creating deceit, manipulation, defaming defaming your character in some kind of way. Just really at the root and the source of lies, betrayal, and untruths. Those are the folks that are going to be scrambling and not knowing what to do and not knowing where to go. But they will definitely, in some way, shape, or form, collective, try their hand with you. They would try to look for shelter for you, from you. They would try to look to you, collective, to somehow save them in some kind of way. And you know, we're not out here saving people. I mean, we're not out here being saviors to people, because we as human beings and being spiritual beings, first and foremost, we have that power to save ourselves with our free will and our connection with the Most High and Source Creator. So we're not here to be saviors. We can be guides and inspirations and support and even examples, but we can't save anybody and we can't fix anybody. Everybody's responsible and accountable for fixing themselves and saving themselves. Okay? Because we already have that power already within us, but not everybody realizes that and not everybody knows that. With that said, guys, I'm going to end this with, I'm going to get 3 Moonology cards for this full moon energy. I would definitely be alert of any impatience that you guys may have, collective. Make sure that you are aware of any impatience or impulsive energy that might be brewing within you. Make sure you check that. Let's get 3 Moonology cards, Divine Spirit, for the collective during this full moon energy. Please and thank you. What Moonology Oracle message do you have for the collective at this time during full moon in Aries supermoon? Gonna have 2 more Oracle messages before we leave out. Now 1 more for the collective. Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Oh, all right. Well, we get 4 instead of 3. That's just fine. All right, so the answers you need are coming. Exactly. Just hold on. The answers you guys need, the answers we need are coming. Have patience. Right now, there's the energy of impatience. Have patience because the answers are coming. We have a time to give rather than take. And we have faith in your dreams. And lastly, we have be bold and make the first move. So be bold and make the first move when you're being called to, and not a minute before. If you feel intuitively that you're to make a first move or take an action on something, I would definitely first connect with your higher self, meditate on it, connect with your spirit team and Source Creator, and meditate on that. And if you're getting intuitive nudges to do so, then you have your answer. And a time to give rather than take. I'm also getting with this that it's a time to also give to yourself, collective. It's a time to give to yourself. You can give to other things and situations, but make sure with that you are creating healthy boundaries for yourself and that you are not depleting your energy and that you're not over giving to a situation. But I'm also getting to that it's a time to give rather than to take. It's also a time to give to yourself. So these are the quick message. Well, I thought it was going to be a quick message, but I see it's going on a half an hour. But anyway, guys, these are the messages that I was drawn to give you guys for this supermoon. And as I said, some of you guys may feel like you have to move fast, impulsively, or, you know, you feel like you want to just take on something, or you feel like you need the energy to do something. You just don't have the energy right now. That's okay. Let that be okay. Okay. Because You're supposed to get this energy after we go through this full moon aspect and energy going into November, okay? Which is going to be Scorpio season. So you're getting prepared to get revved up. You're getting prepared to have the energy that you're looking for now. The energy that you're looking for now is not supposed to be had right now. But as we get towards Scorpio energy, you'll have that energy. You're just being told to kind of just chill right now, lean into to what is right now and go with the flow. And then you'll be revved up and prepared to get more energy as we get closer to Scorpio season. Because you got that Ace of Wands coming up, or Ace of Fire, I should say. You're getting that fire energy. You're getting prepared to have that fire energy. All right, guys. So these are your messages. I hope that they resonated and you found them helpful. Thanks, guys. Until the next upload, be well, be peace, and be empowered. Ashe.